So this is my salted caramel apple crumble with cinnamon custard.
Salted caramel, nice.
Cinnamon custard, that's your nod to Christmas, I presume.
Yeah, and the apples I've got some sort of Christmassy spices in cooking off with the apples. So it's just got that smell and that sort of flavour.
It does smell gorgeous. Yeah. OK, well, you start.
So in here, I have just got my brown sugar, light and dark soft brown sugar and some butter, and that has been melting down. Once that melts down, turn the heat up so it starts to go all bubbly and frothy, and you can see that. When it gets to that stage, you then want to put in your double cream. So that just goes in, OK, mix, mix, mix through, and then you get this gorgeous, shiny, thick caramel.
Smells lovely.
That will then be the bait. Well, that will then go in with the apples. So rock salt here, which I love. I think there's something about that sweet, and then you get a little crunch of salt, which is lovely. But if you are trying to sort of watch your salt intake, or it's for children, anything like that, you can always leave out the salt or reduce it. So a nice pinch of the rock salt goes in, and I think that just adds a really, really nice element. So that can cool ever so slightly. So that is...
So you do that first and kind of put it to one side?
Yeah, and it can just sort of cool ever so slightly. Then in this bowl, I have got cooking apples and eating apples. I think the cooking apples with a really nice tartness to it, and the sweetness from the eating apples. It adds.
So you do about half and half?
Yeah, half and half, peeled, chopped, cored. They then go into a big pan with about a teaspoon of water, just so there is a little bit of liquid.
It's not much at all, is it? To
no,
stew those down?
because obviously there's a lot of juice that comes from the apples, but also you've got sort of that moisture's going to come from the caramel as well. So this goes on to about a medium heat for about 10 minutes just to soften down.
How's this comparing to your bake-off kitchen?
Tough crowd. No, it's all right, actually. Cinnamon stick, there's your Christmassy smells.
I have to be honest with you. I'm not that fond of cinnamon, and but however, it'll depend, I suppose, how much you put in this as to...
Well, I'll make sure that you don't get the big old cinnamon stick in your bit, Eamonn.
But sometimes I like being surprised by, you know, you think you don't like something and then you taste it.
I'm telling you, at the end he'll go, "Oh, Candice, that's lovely." Oh, if I gave him cinnamon, he'd go, "What's in this?"
My dad's exactly the same. So don't like spices. So this cooks down for about 10 minutes. We don't want it to break down completely, but the finished article, so you should have you sort of cooked down ever so slightly, and it's probably the eating apples that break down a little bit quicker.
Yeah, so it's not mush there.
No, it's not mush. You've still got your lumps. You've still got that bite of some of the apples, but it's just cooked down slightly. So I'm just going to turn that down a bit because that could cook away, because I'm sure we could have another...
I'll get right, Ryland, come and keep your eye on that. Come on, you can be sous chef. Yes. He's trained, don't worry.
Perfect.
He's trained.
Perfect.
Just keep an eye.
So, next bit is the crumble, and I just love stodge. So, that bit that you get between the crumble and the fruit, and it's just ever so slightly undercooked. So, in here, I've just got flour and butter that has been rubbed together to get like your breadcrumbs. Into that goes golden caster sugar. You're doing a brilliant job.
Thank you, Candice.
Brilliant job. Oats, which I think give that almost like flapjacky texture, and then chopped dates. Because I find once these are cooked, it's just like almost like a toffee.
They are lovely. They're really nice.
Lovely. You better taste
Ryland,
that.
have you ever seen Eamonn so interested in the cookery?
No, I haven't.
Did you teach domestic science at school?
You don't ask questions like this when Phil Vickery's in. Let me just say that. Just putting it out there.
No, I didn't. I taught PE by trade and then was working in the special needs department. So, yeah. So a little bit,
the kids must be so thrilled to see you on the TV.
Yeah, they were great. They were great. The crumble, I like to just scrunch it all together so you get your different size bits. I just really, really love that.
Now, we haven't got a lot of time left, and I don't want to panic you because it's your first time.
Candice, you have all the time in the world. It'll just mean a shorter
Ryland.
I just want to show how the caramel goes together.
So we take out the crunchy stick and star anise because we do not want that surprise. This goes into our lovely pan.
We've got a finished one anyway, so don't panic too much. Let me hold that
Ryland,
here.
find a finished one. Oh, there's one there. There's one.
Shall I take out that star anise?
Yep.
OK, that's
Onto that goes the caramel.
Right, caramel going on, caramel going on. Don't miss this bit, look. Oh, look at that.
On with our crumble. Perfect.
Ryland's ready,
Topping
your
it
able
with
assistant.
Our demerara sugar for that crunch.
Oh, yes.
Right, so demerara sugar
Flaked
and
almonds into the oven for 25 minutes, and voila.
I knew I'd come in handy after all these years.
If you want to dish up a nice...
Here we
I
go.
don't even have to taste it. I know it's going to be lovely, Candice.
And then the cinnamon custard is
yes,
This is Eamonn's favourite, cinnamon custard. Let me put lots on
I'm not
for
likely
you.
to like cinnamon
And then a
custard.
little bit of cinnamon.
Okay, let me see. First of all,
So I didn't add too much cinnamon to the crumble.
it's very hot.
It's going to be very hot.
I know, I'm thinking it good there.
Oh, that's really hot.
I can see if I can taste that caramel.
I find salted caramel so hard, the hardest
Don't
to
even
make.
detect the cinnamon. It's there. It's just a beautiful
Very, very
infusion.
subtle.
It's the nicest infusion I've ever. It's beautiful, Candice. No wonder you won that competition. No wonder.
Thank you so
Incredible.
much.
You're a cinnamon convert now, love.
That is the most wonderful cinnamon
That's
custard.
Candice, it's lovely to see you, and congratulations again.
Thank you
and
so
come and see
much.
us many times more. We love to have you in our
Thank you
kitchen.
very much for having me.
If you enjoyed that, there's more of the same right here. And make sure you subscribe so that you never miss the best moments from this morning.